I had a really sad career coaching call yesterday with a woman who is extremely successful. But when she told me her career story, which I have all my clients do, I say, go back as far as you need to and walk me through up to where we are today. That story was littered, a highway of situations where she was taken advantage of, where she wasn't given the respect that she really deserves. And each time she told the story, I went, ugh. And by the way, I have people tell me their career story because I can always tell based on the story where your sticking points are, where your roadblocks are. And for her, it clearly was she would get herself into these situations where they wouldn't respect her. And she was almost in tears, but she was so professional, like you could see her holding it in. And she said, what is it going to take, JT? What is it going to take for me to get into one of these environments and not be taken advantage of? And I didn't want to give a pat answer. And I said, you know what? I'm actually going to sleep on that, and I'm going to come back and tell you the common traits that I see in the people that get the most respect and therefore the best career opportunities, okay? And so I want to share those with you because I took really detailed notes and I think it's important that everyone hear them. So the first thing is that you never work for a company. The people that I see that get the most respect always see themselves as a business of one, which I teach you here all the time. They partner with a company. Right? They're business partners. I don't work for you, I work with you. And therefore, right out of the gate, it's mutual respect. When you start disrespecting me, we're going to have a conversation and we're either going to get this right or I'm going to go find a new partner because I'm not going to be treated that way. I'm not going to allow myself to be treated that way. Now, they're not harsh about it. They just know how to recognize that before it gets out of hand, before it gets to a point where the relationship's so off that the only solution is to, have a fight or do something dramatic like up and quit, things like that. So they're preemptive about it. The moment it doesn't feel like mutual anymore, they get into it, they figure it out, okay? Second thing is they aren't complainers. They're curious. So believe it's Stephen Hawking said something along the lines of nobody likes to work with complainers, and it is so true. They don't walk in, tell them what's wrong, and dump a problem on a manager's plate. They're really smart about this. Instead, when they see a problem, they meet with people and they get curious. They ask questions. They try to understand. In fact, one of their favorite phrases to use, and I teach this to people all the time, is help me understand. Help me understand what's going on in this situation. And they ask these clarifying questions to get to the point of it so that hopefully the people they're talking to can realize the problem. But if not, it gives them permission to then point it out and have a conversation. And that leads to the third one, which is they get really good at ask, don't tell. They don't boss everyone around. They don't tell everyone what to do. They know how to ask questions so that things become other people's ideas. And again, they get permission to then share their points of view, their ideas, their perspectives. It's how they get buy-in. It's how they get consensus. And again, it's how they keep people's respect, right? And then the fourth one, they talk about their results. They don't talk about their character, right? So we know that we have to be our biggest self-advocate in the workplace, and you're hired to save or make money. That's it. You're hired to solve problems, alleviate pain. So when you're talking about that, you're talking about the results that you were able to help get. Not, I was a good person. I was a great team player. Those are inherent traits that you should be. Right? Like that, like you don't have to promote those. You just should be those things. But what's really valued is the results you get, and you're going to have to find your strategic ways without sounding like a narcissist or bragging to make sure that people understand the impact that you've had, the quantifiable impact that you've had. And they're always really good at doing that in the right time. And then lastly, they never initially disagree with someone. And this might be a hot take, but whenever they clearly disagree with someone, they don't say, I disagree. Right? That's not how they lead the conversation. What they do instead, I noticed, is they find commonality with the person, something they can agree on, and then they talk about, but here's something that I don't think we're in alignment on, right? And what they do by doing that is when you say to somebody flat out, I disagree with you, their defenses go up. Now they really want to defend their situation. But I've noticed these people know how to disarm somebody by talking about what they agree upon first and then where they see the differences. And it's huge. It's a huge impact, and it's a really easy thing to do. So I'm sure there's more, but when I really looked at the people that are just incredibly successful, seem to get all the opportunities they want, they're doing these 5 things. They're doing them consistently, and it's having an incredible impact on their brand. So I would love to hear your comments. What are other things you've seen people that get a lot of respect and a lot of opportunities as a result because they get that respect? What do you think they do? I'd love to see it in the comments as well. And more importantly, if you're struggling with getting respect and you think you need help with this, you know, that's why I'm here on this app. First, you can help me. It's totally free. Follow me here and post your questions. Right? That's the first place we can start to work together, and it's totally free, and you'll help me reach my goal of helping 10 million people get new, better paying jobs on this app. And then the second thing, if you do want more help, I run a career coaching company. It's called workitdaily.com, and we would love to work with you, and it's free for 7 days. So I would be honored if you would go over and check us out, okay? I hope this helped everyone. Can't wait to see your comments in the below. Good luck. Go get them.